Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your early morning, late, out of date, raw review. Yeah, late out of date. Because this raw literally made me fall asleep. This raw, probably one of the worst raws I've seen. Not only that I felt like this raw was not just terrible, it just felt so uncool. Like, I mean, wrestling is just uncool now, but like, fuck. I never felt like, wow, this show was just so uncool, especially from the first opening segment. I just like, what the fuck was this? And I fell asleep during this shit, so I don't know what to tell you. So that's why I didn't review the show earlier. Grab your Coca-Colas, drink my new spice, and make some bitches go, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit. Didn't need this especially because this show, just a little pick me up, right? So this show was terrible. Show started with diva shit, or the women made it like, oh, diva, how dare you say the D word or whatever. Oh, but they might as well because they want to bring back, apparently it's a problem to bring back old, like, women from the, well, because of Divas era. There were divas like Michelle McCool, even though they're way hotter than the bitches nowadays, and also they're fucking more entertaining. Oh, but they should have brought back the women. They should bring women from NXT. Why? Why? I don't even think they have enough women from NXT anyways. And two, no one gives shit. No one knows who the fuck the women in NXT. Oh, well, give the promotion. No one cares. No one wants to see those bitches, especially if they're not hot. Like, fuck. Unless Mandy Rose, but come on here. But yeah, it started with diva shit for some reason. Yeah. Like, so Becky Lynch, she comes out and says, the women's division I never felt more hotter. I think you mean before, because nothing about this women's division is hot, okay? Seriously. Besides a few chicks. No one fucking gives a fuck about these fucking women nowadays. Seriously. And apparently people want the women to main event WrestleMania again. They want the women to main event the Royal Rumble. Go fuck yourself, because no one fucking cares. So, yeah, Becky Lynch, basically, she's like says, she calls Doudrop doo-doo, which again, that's probably basically what this show is, and herself. She said, oh, she's gonna elevate the women's division, blah blah blah. She's gonna elevate Doudrop while she loses, and who gives a shit? Doudrop comes out, and I can't help feel more disgusted by looking at her. Like her music is terrible. I just can't feel just being disturbed, disgusted, and want to vomit by seeing Doudrop. Or Doudrop, I would say. But yeah, this show was literally a big, large, stinky Doudrop-sized turd, you know? And this show was just so uncool. It made me fall asleep. Yeah, then Doudrop and Becky, like, this is the match that for the women's title at Royal Rumble. Like, literally, come on. No one cares. Then Bianca Belair, yeah, sexy flat bitch. Got my weave up and shit. She comes out and declares that she's gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Who gives a fuck? Fuck you. Take your weave and go to the river, please. Liv Morgan comes out and says she's gonna win the Royal Rumble. I mean, Liv Morgan's hot, but what's her character? But I'd rather her win than all these disgusting bitches. But she's probably not gonna. But then Becky Lynch and Doudrop defeated Bianca and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan takes the pin. I don't know. This was. Oh yeah, she like did. Yeah, that's definitely how I felt tonight. Cause you're boring too, you fucking fat, disgusting pig. And she attacks Becky too, doing the fucking Yokozuna thing. Great. So let's have a disgusting bitch Yokozuna. Okay. Great. That's what we need. We need a fat bitch like Yokozuna. That's what we want. And you got people are simping for her. Like, she's not attractive and people pretending to, Doudrop good. Why? Or say her name Piper. Fuck you. Want to take a Piper? Take a fucking Piper-sized pipe. It makes no sense. Take a fucking pipe. Take the fucking R out of the name Piper and fucking sit on it, please. Fuck you. Before the Kevin Owens show, yeah, like that's what people want to see. Fucking we get fucking I don't know, yeah, Damien Priest talking to Edge. I love Edge, but come on, like what is he doing? Like this guy's not doing anything cool. He's like giving advice to Damien Priest, who wants to win the Royal Rumble. Who cares? And then fucking Kevin Owens this is literally nerdy gay shit, I'm telling you. This is gay. Kevin Owens with a tie, with his tank top and whatever. And this is just cool, uncool. Kevin Owens is like, oh, you know, can you let's make sure that not the Damien come out? Because apparently, I keep not mentioning this, but apparently Damien Priest, he has this thing where he has an alter ego like Damien. Like, really? Go fuck yourself. No one fucking cares. Like, oh, I'm angry. I'm gonna be angry. Damien, Who cares? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Fuck off. And Kevin says, can you not bring out the Damien and let's just have a good match for a good technical wrestling match? So basically, Kevin was talking like a smart guy. Oh, can we just have a good wrestling match for these fans and blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up. Fucking asshole. So he holds the Kevin Owens show with Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens says that Seth is the one that set the table for Roman Reigns. And then Seth says that Roman is scared of him and he's going to send and that he had to send the Usos after him. Seth says after he defeats Roman at the Royal Rumble, he will turn the Universal title back to Raw and bring it to Raw. Or back to Red, whatever. Kevin Owens says that he has earth-shattering news that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble. Once he wins, he'll main event WrestleMania with Seth Rollins. If they're supposed to be friends, wouldn't it make sense that Kevin Owens proclaimed that he's going to challenge, I don't know, the WWE champion instead of them main eventing? Apparently, if they're going to be friends, or I don't know, like, or would you like let this? If this is supposed to be a feud, wouldn't it make sense if Kevin Owens, like, if he was going to potentially win the Rumble, he teases going to face the WWE champion, but then he pulls like, oh, I'm going to face you instead bullshit. Wouldn't that make more sense? Like how it was Batista winning the Royal Rumble? Even though this is literally uncool and not something that should be like Batista. And besides, first of all, Kevin Owens shouldn't even win the Rumble anyways. But like, if you're even trying to be like that, wouldn't you want to make it like that? Like, if they're going to be friends? Because this shit makes no fucking sense, okay? It's just gay. We got Veer Mahan, guys. Veer Mahan, he's coming around. No one fucking cares. Just don't come anyways. Please, you're garbage. Fuck. Fairness Owens defeats Damien Priest. And I don't care. Then we got probably one of the gayest segments I ever seen in my life. And this is probably this probably topped Randy Orton popping out of a fucking cake. I'm not kidding. You want to talk the worst Randy Orton segment? This is probably it. Chad Gable holds a graduation for Otis, but Riddle interrupts. So they're having a ship graduation or whatever. Gable tells Riddle that he knows he wants to rematch for the tag titles, but will only be given one if RK Bro can defeat Alpha Academy in the Alpha Academy Academic Challenge to prove who is the more intelligent tag team is. Orton comes out of nowhere. RKO's fucking Gable, and he wears the graduation thing. He wears the cap and gown. I kid you not, this is probably more gayer or more retarded than Orton popping out of a fucking cake. I'm not kidding. Vince McMahon tells Austin Theory, listen, it's great seeing McMahon on TV, and I do have a video that I shot back in November about Vince McMahon. Listen, it's great that Vince McMahon is back on television, but God, this guy is doing nothing. Like, really, you having a segment Austin Theory instead of maybe like a segment with fucking Bobby Lashley, Lesnar. Why Austin Theory, for fuck's sakes? I can't even help to yell because it's fucking. Who gives a fuck? I'm defeated. He does Austin Theory. If he doesn't defeat Finn Balor, he'll beat him up until nothing is but blood, snot, broken teeth, and he will, I don't know, He will take a selfie with Theory head and send it to Theory's mom. Apparently, people are crapping out at this because apparently over the weekend, someone in WWE said that WWE doesn't like to use blood or whatever or something because they're bashing the women's thing. Even though they're not wrong about the women's thing, because who the fuck wants to see women bleeding? Unless if it's men wrestling, sure. Like, I don't know. Unless there is a reason for it. And cool wrestlers wrestling. Because who the fuck cares about random people bleeding without, like, a story or whatever, right? But reality is, like, yeah, it is hypocritical. But whatever. I don't give a shit. Because fuck Austin Theory. Okay, this looks gay. Austin Theory touching the guy's chest. So, the two gay dudes, Austin Theory, who I guess the gayest one of them all, won, defeating Finn Balor. After match, Theory attacks Finn Balor, and I don't care. We got Rhea Ripley and Nikki Trash ending a no contest. Apparently, yeah, Nikki Trash said, I don't need friends, and I don't give a fuck. This is shit. Then Carmella, Zelina, Mox, Rhea, she was almost a threat and almost superhero, blah, blah, blah. Zelina says Rhea is now has to find someone else to leech off of, or if she wants to take a champion of her own, blah, blah. This is shit. I don't give a fuck. Almost squashes Reggie, whatever. We get, like, Edge and Maurice segment or whatever, or Maurice wanted to call out Beth Phoenix or whatever. They said it needs to be canceled, but then Beth tells Maurice she's not letting her out of the match and offers her a match tonight. Then Miz goes after, basically Miz and Edge were brawling back outside of the ring while Maurice hits Beth Phoenix with a brick and whatever. It's announced that next week Maurice is going to have a birthday celebration or whatever. So, yeah. I don't know. Unless they're going to be like the fucking wedding thing, I don't know. I don't care. You managed to make me not give a shit about Edge 7. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, WWE, for making me not give a fuck about Edge. Fuck you. Man, like, Edge, like, this guy was fucking doing good stuff. This was one of my worries, because this is what happens when they normally bring back legends. And this is not my worry when Edge came back. Like, Edge, like, he's retired. Honestly, it's probably better he didn't come back. I don't know, thinking about it. Even though it was so cool, him returning to Rumble, him winning the Rumble last year, him having... You know, him his feuds this past year, but you're having a feud with The Miz. Fuck you. Him and Orton was good too, but I don't know. This is why I wished Edge won the Rumble and faced like Orton instead for the title last year. Because if you were to do this shit, but whatever. Mysterios and the Street Profits defeats Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Apollo Crews, and Commander Aziz. After the match, the Mysterios eliminates... or they toss the Street Profits. Oh, every man for themselves. Like, whatever, some Royal Rumble shit made no sense, but whatever. Alexa Bliss goes to therapy, and she's still the fucking pedophile's dream Firefly fiend crap. Who the fuck cares? Yeah, Maurice is gonna have a birthday celebration, blah, blah, blah. And the main event... Yeah, okay, I forgot to mention this. So why did the women open the show? Like, literally, who the fuck cares? Wouldn't it make sense, like, we had the show open maybe with Lashley? And even though it sucks that Lesnar's not there, and that just ruins the show. But wouldn't it make sense to maybe have Lashley open the fucking show, maybe respond to Lesnar, and maybe, if you wanted to do this stupid match, wouldn't it make sense if Rollins comes out during this segment and they have theirs, which will lead to the main event of this shit? Even though it makes no sense for them having the match, because if either one of them loses, it makes them look weak, and it makes them not look good for their title matches. Because why actually have this match in the first place? Rollins versus Lashley. Because it makes no sense. It's to make them like look weak when they have their title matches. I don't know. But it is what it is. The match, okay, so the match in like no contest or Lashley won by disqualification. I mean, that's only sense, I guess. But yeah, see, that's what the DQ matters, right? Oh, but I'm sorry, this is repetitive. When AEW DQ happens, it matters. It makes sense. Yeah, fucking hypocrites. Yeah, the match I saw on YouTube because I fell asleep during, I think, the Nikki Trash shit or fucking, whatever, some stupid gay shit, okay? Or some stupid boring match. That was starting to fall asleep during Kevin Owens thing. But, like, the match, I saw it looked like it could have been fine, but no one really cares. I think there was a cool pedigree spot, but why is Rollins doing the fucking pedigree? No fucking sense. But then, yeah, the Hurt Business attacked Lashley. But then, the Usos out of nowhere attacks Rollins, and that's what happened tonight. It ends with the Usos standing tall and Rollins and Lashley. Basically, they had to deal with their people getting attacked or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, unfortunately. That's how you end the show. I don't know what to say. This is what happens when Lesnar's on the show. It's like least interesting. Nothing cool happened besides Lesnar. So yeah. So overall, the show was boring. Probably one of the worst Raws I've ever seen. So uncool. Very boring. Very gee. And yeah, this was just basically a giant fat Doudrop of a third of a show. And fuck Doudrop and fuck everybody. Okay? I'm just keeping real, motherfuckers. Get your games, drink your calls, back, these spy me some bitches, go oh shit. Not fucking doughy bitches. Till next time, peace, yeah, bye, and fuck Doudrop. I wanna vomit. God damn, when I saw that bitch. Ugh. Oh, but her name is Piper. Take a pipe up your asshole, you motherfuckers.